Yes! Look at that! Look at the legs! Oh.
There's absolutely zero complaints out here. Hey, g'day legends. Welcome back to another episode of Getting Back to Basics, and it's 8 AM, incoming tide. We're out here on the Great Barrier Reef. How good's this, man?
Very good, and we are interrupting the great adventure which you may have been watching, because today we've got some very exciting news we want to share with you. That'll be coming later in the episode, but for now, while this water's clear, we're going to jump in and see if we can find some crayfish.
Wetty's on. Let's do it, mate. Just heading up right into the shallows on top of the reef lagoon, and we're going to look for rocks in that 1 to 3 metre mark or 3 to 10 foot mark. See if we can find some nice little isolated rocks or some big plate coral, and hopefully there is where we can find a few whiskers of the crayfish. That is a nice fish. That's as good as it gets for a coral trout. Wow.
What do you got there, mate?
Oh wow. One of the tastiest fish in the ocean.
That's a beauty. Nice coral trout.
Very healthy fish, eh?
Awesome, mate.
That's dinner tonight. Phew. Trying to be up, mate.
Settle down. Nice fish, bro.
How's that for a coral trout? About 3 or 4 kilos. That's a fantastic bycatch up here in the shallows. Looking for crayfish.
Now that sun's come out, makes it a bit easier. We're just looking for these dark patches just like this. And that's what the boys are looking for. Az behind me here is swimming on one. So far, found a lot of really nice coral trout, like big coral trout for the shallows, which are beautiful eating, so that's good. But we're still looking for the crayfish. Az diving down there now, this could be the dive. No good?
Nah, nothing on that rock, mate. Beautiful though. I'm still having absolute no luck trying to find a crayfish, but have a go at that. Like, there's absolutely zero complaints out here. That is another incredible coral trout. I'm just sitting under a bit of plate coral. I put my head under there thinking there'd be maybe a cray would be calling at home, but the coral trout got there first, and yeah, we're lucky enough to have that for dinner.
2 for 1 Tusky Tuesdays.
We got them on special at the moment, mate.
Nice, bro.
What are they doing? Just hanging down there, tusking about.
Yeah, that's a big one, eh?
That one.
Yeah, nice, man. looks so likely. Keep going.
You got one there? Oh, we found the cray! We found the cray!
Over there, yeah. So, he's pretty deep. Yeah, I'll try grab him, and you go at the back entrance because you'll kick out that way.
Sweet, mate.
All right, ready?
He almost done your bumps here.
How's the side step he put on me? Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful cray.
Magic, mate. This low-lying ledge here is just looks so ideal for a cray to be hiding under. He's just sitting there, he's out of arm's reach.
Is he really?
It'd be good to try and maybe get him from the backside and get him to flick into your hand, but I'm going to try and get him back here. He's a bit better, eh? Look at the legs on him.
Daddy long legs. Wow.
Fuck, well done, mate.
Mate, teamwork.
Good team effort.
I'll give you a high five. But
Yes! Look at that! Look at the legs! Oh, he's a monster.
holy moly. He's good.
He's giving you a bloody... I can sort you out.
Oh, man.
Wow. That's a big fish.
Oh, my jeez, he's strong.
Big crayfish. Oh, look at those spikes there.
Yeah, that's huge.
All right, mate, you got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Got him good?
Yeah, I got him good. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I got him good. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, mate, he ain't going. Oh, look at that. His bloody knuckle ripped off.
He's got me, eh? Look, his arms have got me, man. So strong. Oh.
You got him, mate. You got him.
All right, you got him good this time?
Yeah,
Mate, he's so
mate.
strong, eh?
Strong like an ox. Ox of the sea. Wow, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
You just drag it along. See if I can go and get towed for a ride. We've just had the battle royale to get this incredibly powerful, beautiful, soon to be tasty tropical rock lobster from up here in the shallows on the reef. I saw this little plate, little edge, and I thought, oh, that'd be perfect for a cray to be under. And swam down, sure enough, saw these big antennas poking around. It was sitting pretty deep down the ledge, so Strick came over and we both did a bit of herding, bit of sidestepping, bit of chip and chase.
Had to come up with a bit of a game plan there.
Yeah, had to go up and down a few times, and although we could have shot it, we opted for wrangling it out with the hands, just to give it that fighting chance, and I guess both of us come out on top. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, stoked with that.
Beautiful. And with these ones, there's so much meat through these. We call them the daddy long legs crays. All that is just beautiful meat. So we'll show you how we cook them up later.
Look at the colours there. That is, it's really similar to that of the reef itself. If you have a look at aerial images going over the colours of the reef, that really is an illustration. That was a nature rush.
That was what I tried to achieve.
Oh, look, big turtle. Oh, wow, this is incredible. We've just come off diving up in the shallows, got a few trout, got a feed of fish, got a couple of beautiful crays. Now we've pulled up on this coral sand cay. The water is so crystal clean, 50 shades of blue. We're gonna pull up somewhere here, put the anchor pick out, fire up the little gas burner, and cook ourselves a feed of fish for lunch. Wow, this is special.
For lunch today, we're gonna have one of those fillets of coral trout and this beautiful crayfish. But before we get into that, now's the time we want to share some exciting news with you. Az and I, we've decided it's time to go full time into back to basics, and what that means is we can really give it all of our focus. So we've got new kit coming out, we've got hats, we've got shirts, dry bags, we've got all sorts of stuff. That'll all be available on our website for you guys. And the other exciting news is we've joined a platform called Patreon. And we were quite hesitant to for a while, but a lot of you guys were asking how you could support Back to Basics.
So we've put a lot of thought into it, and we've realised that as much as we love going on these adventures and going on these trips, to be able to film them and capture the wildlife, the experience, what it takes to go out and get back to basics, and all the oh, there's a shark. Sorry. There's so much wildlife here. It really takes its toll, not only on the boats and the gear, but so much of the filming equipment. So Patreon is going to be a platform where you guys can directly support Back to Basics, and all of that funding will go back into projects that we're working on to help connect you guys, inspire, motivate people to get back to basics, get outdoors, get out in nature, connect with wildlife and the outdoors in a sustainable and enriching way, which is, you know, why we started Getting Back to Basics, to really help people go out and feel just how much joy we do when we get out here in nature and connect with the great outdoors. So it's going to be a platform where you guys get a hell of a lot of added value. We want to make sure that it's very much a mutually beneficial thing for us and Getting Back to Basics, but also for you guys. So on there's going to be the opportunity to ask us one-on-one questions, live stream with us about the trips that we're going on, questions that you have about the Great Adventure or kayaking the wild or remote parts of Australia, the South Pacific, places we've gone through in Southeast Asia in our travels, free diving, spearing, hunting, living off the land, cooking, bush food, whatever that may be, setting up camps. You know, you can directly ask us questions, insights into our diaries and journals that we've written on these trips, and how we've felt in those moments, the highs, the lows of those journeys, but also the opportunity to win merch, win kit, get free dry bags, hats, hand spears, whatever we end up coming out with our Back to Basics gear, but also winning the opportunity to be able to come on a weekend with us, Getting Back to Basics in places like here, out here with the turtles, with the sharks, with the crayfish, cooking seafood up. So yeah, it's really exciting, and it's just another platform that, you know, if you want to connect directly with Back to Basics and help fund these adventures and help the mission, be incredibly grateful.
Yeah, it's just the harsh reality we found is that, unfortunately, what costs on these kind of trips is sharing it with you guys. You know, it's the filming gear. On the Great Adventure, we went through drones, GoPros, they're all become disposable. Filming out here, the gear just doesn't last. So anything that comes into Patreon, it's just going to go directly back into you guys, making these adventures bigger and better. So on the Patreon platform, there's all these different tiers. So from as little as small change in your back pocket, or shouting us a beer, or all the way up to helping pay fuel to get us to the next island group. You can help out in different levels. Of course, we'll put the link in the description of this episode. If you're interested, you can go and have a better look there.
Yeah, go and have a suss, and you know, hopefully there is something there that you can really find value in, because for us, that's where we're going to be focusing to put in all those little extra tips and tricks, the finer details, what to pack, how to do it, what times of the year, the moon phases, the tide phases, you know, down to things like what we're planting in our yards and what we're growing in our veggie patch. So all of those finer details are there. And like we said, at the end of the day, if that's not for you and you're a bit strapped for cash at the moment, that's absolutely fine, guys, all right? Because we're going to be pushing out all sorts of stuff on our website. We'll always have YouTube free for you guys, Facebook, Instagram, all the rest of that stuff. And really the best way that you can be supporting us with Back to Basics is like, share, comment, yarn with your mates about it, and that's all completely free. But the most important thing to us is that if you watch what we're doing, that you get out there yourself, all right, in whatever capacity you can, whether it's watching a sunrise or a sunset, or you know, taking your kids on your first camping trip, whatever that may be, all right?
All right, now for lunch, we've got that smaller tray. I'm just gonna take the tail out of it. So get a sharp knife, come up here, work your way around. Just be careful once you get back cutting towards yourself. And then chop him down the middle and open him up. We've also got a fillet of coral trout. Coral trout, I reckon it's the best eaten fish on the reef here. This is about half a fillet's worth. So we're gonna have a nice lunchtime feast here.
I've got one of these little portable jet burners, which you can see, really low profile, very, very light. It's what I took when I kayaked up to the top of Cape York. Takes up barely any room, but that there in 20 to 25 knot winds could still boil a jug of water. So hopefully it's got enough heat in it to do this pan. If not, the sun will probably do the trick in itself, because even touching that now, I'm like,
it's cooking, it's cooking.
So I got a little bit of vegetable oil here, and we're just gonna get this nice and hot, get the trout and cray on.
Nice, and that's the final product of that cray tail, just like you get at a restaurant.
So I'm keeping the skin on with this coral trout. I'm sure you've seen in other videos, but we're huge advocates for coral trout skins. Super tasty, and the scales are tiny. Get nice and crispy. So I'll throw its skin down, a little bit more oil. in the Back to Basics Beach Kitchen. Thank you very much. Woo! Ooh! How's this? Oh, look at that golden brown. Oh wow, that is going to be incredible. First try, golden brown, fresh on the pan cray. Let's see how it goes. That is so tender, really rich flavour. Far out, that's incredible. Oh. There you have it, golden brown cray, done, cooked to perfection.
Nice, mate.
Oh, it's a well-earned feast right there.
Alright, lunch is served, mate. Check that out. Crayfish, coral trout, fresh lime, in absolute paradise. We're having a win today, mate. Keep that chili sauce away from mine.
Hey, it's not that hot, it's not that hot. Hey, come on. We've got one thing missing, eh?
Alright. Mate, we're just missing a couple of white marlins.
Hey! Well, you never know what you'll run into at the bottom of the esky, mate.
Yeah.
Rolling around with the chum.
It's a good bombie this one, mate.
Cheers, cheers, brother.
Really nice.
Wow.
It tastes like it was swimming around an hour ago.
Wow.
So fresh.
Just wow, man. Look at that, it just having fun. Wow.